Hey guys, it's your boy, Hey Crispin, and I'm back again. How you guys doing? I'm doing fabulously good, obviously. As you can see, I'm sitting right here in the comfort of my room and I'm going to share my experience with you guys of living in Belgium, my experience. This is the Crispin opinion, as in Crispin opinion, okay? So if you are looking to move into Belgium or you're already living in Belgium as a newbie and you want to learn a lot about the country, this video is for you. Please don't go anywhere. Crispin got you covered. I'll be right back. So let's jump right into today's video. In case you just tuned into this is Hey Crispin. Of course, my name is Crispin, and in case you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Tell your friends to tell a friend to tell a friend, a friend, a friend, a friend, a friend. As in everybody, okay? Everybody that you chill with, okay? And yes, our topic for today is about living in Belgium. As in staying in Belgium. Yes. Are you guys ready? All right. Listen. This is something that I should have done maybe 2 years ago when I moved into Belgium, but I'm like, you know what? At the right time, I'll make a video like this. You know, trust me, it took me so many thinking about what to say or what not to say. But of course, I'm gonna give you guys my 100%. You know how I do it. I like to always give my 100% and share my opinion with you guys. So this is just from me. It hasn't been sugar-coated. It's just like a normal Crispin kind of vibe. So let's jump right into it. So let's take it this way. So these are some of the things that I wish I knew before I came to Belgium. I wish I knew these things, or I wish I had friends or people to advise me, as in tell me the pros and the cons before I decide to even apply for the visa, put on my luggage or my backpack, and then fly all the way to Belgium. So let's jump right into it. And of course, Belgium is in Western Europe, and I think the population is around 11 million, kind of, ish. Yeah, and it's in Western Europe, of course. It borders neighboring countries like what's it called? Germany, France, Switzerland, Luxembourg. My friend says it's not Luxembourg, it's Luxembourg, yeah, Luxembourg, and also Germany. They have 3 official languages, which is the Netherlands, or like what they call Flemish in Belgium. I think the Flemish is the language being spoken in Belgium. That is the Dutch in Belgium. You know how we have the Dutch in Holland and Belgium. Their Dutch is called Flemish. Okay, so yeah, and the second language is French. Yes, and they even have German language, which is like a little percentage in Belgium. That's not that very big. The most popular languages in Belgium is the Netherlands and then the French, which is very, very popular in Belgium here. So in case you're coming to Belgium, make sure that you speak at least one of these languages: German, Netherlands, or French. Okay, English is being spoken in Belgium, but English is more like a survival language in Belgium. It is not for work purposes. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. You can speak English as in on the street with friends, but when it comes to work, it's not common to get an English speaking jobs. Yeah, it is what it is. You can't get a job like that. So it is there, but there are not many. Most of the jobs are requires you to speak either French or Dutch. And the number 2 I want to talk about is how it's been designed in Belgium. Okay, Belgium has I'll just talk about the most popular provinces. This is the Brussels, the Flanders, and then the the Wallonia. Okay, so this is how it works. Normally, if you live in Brussels, they speak French. They has a lot of population, so majority of them speaks French. Okay, and the Flemish side, they speak the Dutch, and Wallonia also speaks French. So they have 2 French and maybe 1 Dutch. Let me just put it away. Okay. So yeah, and I happen to live in the Flanders side. At least when I came to Belgium, I lived in the Flanders side for almost 2.5 years. So because of work purposes, I moved to Brussels, and I don't speak French, So, but of course, it's Brussels. Brussels is more multicultural, kind of trilingual, bilingual kind of region, everybody speaks every language, there's Chinese, Japanese, everything is here, so it's not that hard, you understand? So that is it. And before you come to Belgium, you have to know this, like I said earlier, you have to know, at least be able to speak one of the languages, okay? Yeah, that's also it. And the fourth thing I want to touch on is the food. I mean, Belgians are known for their favorite fries and stock vlees. I mean, I always say stock, it's not stock, actually it's stuffed vlees, because my Dutch is not very good, so it's stuffed vlees, it's one of their favorite delicacies in Belgium. Here, you guys should try it. The first time I came to Belgium, I actually tried it, and apparently it's being cooked, or it's being made with beer. Like, the beer is kind of the water, you have to steam the beef in the beer to give it that flavor. Yeah, so if you like drinking beer, then this soup is for you, or like this sauce is for you. So yeah, just eating it with the fries, of course. And one of their favorite desserts also is the waffle, the Belgian waffle. I tried it. Normally I don't like sugar stuff, but with this waffle thing of late, I'm so obsessed with it. And anytime I go to Brussels, I try to go to the shop and buy it with that. I don't like chocolate, but I like the one with the whipped cream, They just put the whipped cream on it like this. I'll try to put a picture down there so you see what I'm talking about, okay? And the next one is, Belgians are very famous for their beers. Yes, they have more than 500 types of beers, They have the whatever, sometimes I go to the bar and I'm like, what? They actually have a bar that's only like specializes in beers. So if you know what you want, just go into the bar. I'm not a fan of beer, like as in I don't drink beer too much, but of course, if I go to the bar with my friends, I only drink 2 types of beer that I know, just the Jupiler or the Mars. Is it Mars or Mars? That's the only thing that I know. The rest, I don't know, because I'm more of a wine person, okay? So yeah, and the currency in Belgium obviously is Euro, because it's in Europe, so most of us, they use this Europe here to transact business. Of course, if you have pounds or US dollars, it's also accessible and very acceptable here, of course. And the next one I want to talk about is the weather. Now, there is this saying, I know you guys are going to bash me, but I'll say it now. We always say this, don't trust Belgium girls, don't trust Belgium weather. I'm just kidding. It's a disclaimer. It's my friends that always use these jokes, okay? The weather here is very funny, and it's very unpredictable, as in unpredictable. The weather here is very funny, It could be raining in the morning, cold in the afternoon, and sunny in the evening. Yeah, I don't know if it makes sense. That is Belgium for you. So what you can do is that when it's winter, what I do is that, for example, if it's summer, usually summer is actually hot around July, August is very hot, okay? But you can actually escape the summer. As in, you can always wear what you want to wear outside. But then again, like I told you, make sure that you have a jacket or maybe something warm in your bag, because it can get very hot, and at the same time, it can get very cold. That's Belgium for you. Actually, 2022, sorry, we haven't really experienced snow yet. I don't really know why. Maybe I have to pray and ask God, why? Warum, So yes, the snow hasn't fallen yet, and Crispin needs snow, because where I come from, there's no snow there. I'm from Ghana, and there's no snow in Ghana. So, I'm ashamed to say I love to see snow. I love snow. I love to ski in snow and all that. Yeah, I learned how to ski in Europe actually. So yes, and the next one I want to talk about in the transportation system in Belgium. Okay, now Belgium has one of the best transportation systems. And I know people always say that when you live in the big cities like Brussels or Antwerp or Ghent, why would you live in the car? But sometimes if you live outside Brussels, you need a car, because sometimes the train, or the buses don't go to all the cities, all the towns, So it is not advisable to get a car, but of course you have to advise yourself. It depends on where you work or where you have your social lifestyle. If you can walk or you can have like a carpool, then it's good for you. But if you don't, I wouldn't advise you to buy a car, because I don't have a car, you can understand. So that is the thing also. And the next one I'll talk about is the housing in Belgium. Now, this is the thing about renting in Belgium. It's a little bit tricky. In Belgium, to rent an apartment is very tricky. Now, it's very strange, but you really have to pay, like, some even go beyond to even ask you to pay 3 months deposit. Yeah, sometimes they ask you to pay 3 months deposit. So if you want to rent an apartment, be sure you have some euros in the account sitting somewhere. You have to save like 3 months or 4 months to get it. Normally they ask for 2 months, but some people will go beyond, like I said, they'll go outrageously to ask you for 3 month deposits, okay? And you have to pay this money into a separate account before you can rent an apartment. That is Belgium for you, okay? The next one I want to talk about is that Belgium kind of have a nightlife. For example, if I compare Flanders to Brussels, they have two types of nightlife, okay? I go a lot to Brussels, a lot to chill with my friends, and Brussels has that kind of foreign vibe, like people come here to chill and all that. The chilling here is very good, no problem with that. It's very good to chill in Brussels. However, make sure that when you are chilling, you have your mode of transport back to wherever you are, okay? Because normally, most countries that I've been to, like the buses operate 24/7, okay? But in Belgium, after 11:30, that is the last train or bus that I know of, especially. So sometimes I want to come to Brussels and chill. Then I'm thinking, oh my God, usually the nightlife starts around 10 o'clock and I have to leave at 11 o'clock. It doesn't make sense. Sometimes I feel very bad to come here. But of course, if you have friends or who have somebody to drop you off, or you can just chill at your friend's house and chill and sleep there on the weekends, then that's good for you. But for me, usually I have friends all over, so I don't have a problem with that. But of course, people always complain about this. I mean, my foreign friends, as in they complain about the transportation being closed by 11:30. So that is the thing. And the next one I want to talk about is the education system in Belgium. Education system in Belgium is very good. Like the universities that I know of, I'm not in a university in Belgium, but I know that universities in Belgium are very cheap. Like they are very, very, very cheap. The only problem is that most of them teaches in Dutch. That is the problem. So if you come to Belgium and you don't speak Dutch or French, I always say this: the people from the francophone countries, they benefit a lot from this country, because we from the anglophone countries like Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, it's very difficult. The UK, it's very difficult to migrate here unless you stay here for a long time. Actually, I'm talking about the good side. I'm talking about the good things. I'll come back to the bad side, but normally I like to start with the good, then end with the bad. And normally I'll just come and put my conclusion at the end of the story. So don't jump your guns. We are going there. I mean, in fact, we are getting there. So yeah. That is the thing in Belgium. The education system is very cheap here, and you can actually study and go to school. It's very flexible, and they have social assistants to help you with everything you want to do and all that. So, in case you are planning to come to Belgium, send me an email or just link. I'll give you my Instagram. Just go my Instagram, just give me some information. Okay, don't ask me about the visas, because visas is very complicated topic to talk about. So, but if you're already in Belgium or you know what you want to do in Belgium, of course, if you have any questions, I can answer you. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is that Belgians people are very friendly, okay? For example, I always say this, okay? If I compare Flanders to Brussels in terms of meeting new friends, of course, you can do it on social media like the Tinder, the Badoo, the Bumble, Facebook, okay? You can meet friends there. But Belgians are not social. I'm talking about the Flemish side, they are not really that open, and it's not their fault. For example, you see how we Africans, we are very we are easily open up to people very easily. Belgians are not like that, okay? It takes time, it's like Belgians are like the oven, it takes time for them to warm up, but Africans are more like the microwave. You just put the food in the microwave, just ping, 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 it's working, but Belgians are more like an oven, I mean, literally, okay? So it takes time. It takes the whole place for them to get to know you. So it takes a lot of time. So they are not that quick to jump into a new friendship or new relationship with you. So if in case it happens to you like that, don't take it in the wrong way. That's how they are. That's just the way they are, okay? All right. So, like I said earlier on, they're very friendly people. It's how you approach them. See, how you dress is how people address you. So if you come in a shabby and then in a raggedy ass attitude, of course, you are going to get that attitude back. So be yourself, and who knows, I'm very friendly. I wouldn't even sit inside. I don't have friends. I have a lot of friends here, so I mean I'm very extrovert, so I don't have a problem in the friendship industry or department. Christian doesn't have a problem. I'm cool, I'm just very cool with everybody. I'm just like a blowing wind, I'm all over the place, Yes. So now we talked about a lot of things, about the good things about Belgium. Now let's jump into the bad side, the cons. So, let me sit to and talk about this. So, actually, the problem is not the bad side, okay? It's funny enough, things actually really escalated, as in things changed because of the COVID, problem, So yeah, Belgians, they are very skeptical people. They are very skeptical. I said when I say skeptical, they are very obedient when it comes to, they are law-abiding citizens. Let me just put it that way, okay? So sometimes the things that you think that is in your country, you take them for granted. Here in Belgium, they don't do such things. Like they are very well detailed people. That's the thing about Belgium. For example, you see how, not to shade Africa, okay, but we know how we Africans, we just like buy food. They give us like extra plastic bags. We just like have so many, like maybe you buy like €1 kind of stuff, they give you so many plastic bags. In Belgium, it's not like that. You really have to pay for it, and when you're paying for something, it's expensive, right? So like it even prompts you not to buy too much because you are paying for something that you will not use. Here, recycling is very important to them. So like they recycle a lot. That's one. Number two, it boils down to the language. Now here is the thing: a lot of African people in Belgium are doing jobs that they don't want to do simply because they can't speak the language. Okay, and I don't blame Belgians. I don't blame the country. It's how it's supposed to be arranged. If you want to come to my country, you have to obey my rules and do what I say. It's like when you go to Rome, do what the Romans do, right? So yeah, that is the thing. The language is a big problem in Belgium here because people don't. For example, most of my francophone countries, French, sorry, they prefer to live in Brussels because like they speak French. So it's rare for you to see a francophone person moving from Brussels to Flemish because they don't speak Dutch. Like most of them, like majority of them don't speak Netherlands. You understand? Like they don't speak Dutch, So that is a problem. So they don't want to move. Likewise, Anglophone, English-speaking countries don't also want to move to Brussels because like we don't speak French. Most of us don't speak French. Now the good thing about this whole thing is like this. Apparently, or the Netherlands or the Dutch language is actually closer to English. Some of the words are very closer to English. And even if you cannot speak, you try to just like use a common sense to just like create a word. For example, some of the words in Dutch is similar to the words in English. So it's easy for some of the Anglophones to pick it up. And it takes time, it takes really time. When I came to Belgium, I had to go to Dutch class for like level 3. I was about to go to level 4 and it was Corona. The school had to close and I had to go to work, I cannot be juggling work and school, so I had to choose one. So I had to stop the course. I didn't even stop the course. The school was closed actually because of the Corona. So when it resumed, a lot of us didn't go back because we were all working by then. So already by then, the Corona was very serious. So there was no school for us. That is the thing. But like I said, if you are planning to come to non-English speaking country, be prepared because trust me, you end up coming here and then doing things that you don't even like to do. Like I said, I know a lot of people who are doing jobs that they are not even happy doing it. You understand? So going to school will help you a little bit. Like me, I speak basic Dutch. Even my basic Dutch is not even enough to get me the kind of job that I want. Yeah. So that is the thing here. So before you make your mind to come to Europe or any country that doesn't speak English, non-English speaking countries, make sure that you know what you are getting yourself into. Don't come and blame Crispin. You hear me? Don't come and blame me. I'm telling you the truth today. Yes, that is the thing. And the next one I want to talk about is the renting thing in Belgium here. Now the renting thing, some people says the renting, the landlords are a little bit discrimination and like racism kind of, but listen, it's my house, okay? It's my house, it's my rules. If I decide to rent it to you, I have a reason why I'm renting it to you. If I decide not to rent it to you, it's still my reason. You understand? I don't even have to, bash you or like, then again, it's, for me, I always think like the racism is the mindset. It's how you take it or leave it, you understand? So don't let it affect you. Everybody has their own way of, what's the word? Everybody has a way of getting to know you. It's people's opinion of you. So, and people's opinion of you doesn't like this design or like describe you. You understand? So don't let it. If you're looking for a house, try. I know in Brussels it's easy to find an apartment to rent, but in the Flemish side they're a little bit paperful as in documentation. A lot of documentation for you to rent an apartment. That is the difference. Like I said, personally, I prefer to come to Brussels and chill, okay, and then go back to Flanders and sleep. That is me because I have weighed the two, and I feel like I prefer to come to Brussels to party and chill because I'm a party person, you know. But I'll go back to Flanders and sleep. That's how it is because it's better for me. It's quiet. It's more quiet and calm over there. And the third one, the next one I want to talk about is majority of Belgians do not know how to levelize, as in, you know, for example, I speak English. I used to be an English teacher, okay? If I meet non-English speaking person, okay, I have a way, or we have a way of toning down the language, as in I bring it down. You know, in languages we have level 1, A2, level B, A2, level C, A2, right? Exactly. So, for example, if I come to you and I don't speak, you don't speak English, and I want to speak English to you, first of all, I have to like go all the way down, you know, and try to come to your level, as in understanding. Okay, so I try to speak very basic English so that we can understand each other, right? Good. In Belgium, apparently, my Belgian friends tell me that in their Belgium language curriculum, or they don't have what is called lower down kind of languages, you know. When you say you speak Dutch, they don't know how to lower it. They start speaking like, you know, like they speak to you as if you're a native of Belgium. That is the difference here. So it's a problem for a lot of people, you understand? Because if we can't communicate, it's also a problem. A lot of people want to do a lot of things in Belgium. I have a lot of people who always write me, Crispin, I want to do this, I want to do that. The language is the problem. The language is the problem. So it's really a problem. If you really want to stay here, you really have to up your game. Then I don't know how you're going to do it, but even me, I'm still learning the language. I'm not even perfect in the Dutch language. So yeah, that is my opinion. In all this, Belgium is a very nice country, and trust me, you should come here. You should try and go to Ghent. Ghent is one of the beautiful cities, you know. Ghent is so good. Ghent is more like a student town. It's like Antwerp and Mechelen, you know. It's a beautiful Flemish town with a lot of what's it called, chocolate. Oh my god, yeah, I didn't mention chocolates also. Belgians are very popular in eating chocolate. But guess what? Ghana, we also produce cocoa. So maybe Belgians get their cocoa from Ghana. I don't even know this, but I'm just like, you know, it's just exaggerating. So guys, this is my little opinion about Belgium. If you have any question about moving to Belgium, please don't forget to leave your questions there. You know, just write it on Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat. I'm gonna reply your questions, okay? And I love you guys. And please, if this video was very helpful for you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and subscribe and tell your friends and family. I love you guys. And once again, it's Corona, so take care of yourself. Bye, y'all.